it's Jez here from Nigezza.blogspot.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how I made this box, and I've cased this. I was looking through Poodle's Craft forum the other day, and a lady called Jackie Stinson had posted a picture of a beautiful box, which is actually a segmented, don't know if that's the word, sort of box containing chocolates. So we all like selection boxes at Christmas time. So I decided to make this, and it is actually my son's birthday soon. My other son, it was me. They're only like 6 weeks apart. So I decided to make this for my baby boy, who's not going to be a teenager anymore. Can't believe it. So I'm going to show you what I did. So I am making this box using Dapper Denim because that matches the DSP that I'm putting on the top. The base is 8 by 8 and the lid is just a 1/16 of an inch bigger so that it can fit on and off. So that's 8 1/16 by 8 1/16. But all measurements will be on my blog, Nigezza.blogspot.com. So quite simply, they just need scoring at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Very like all the lidded boxes that I've made. If you go back and look at my Snowflake Embossed Night of Navy one, and the little lip balm, oh, that was a bit wonky, the little lip balm ones that I did, they're all done in this way. I am slipping. I might try it with this. I don't know why that's slipping. Doing it too quick. There. There we go. I'll just rub that a little bit. Flatten it out. Okay. So, simply, I will just rub that down a little bit, just to get rid of it. So, it's just a matter of, you can either cut first, score after, whichever, burnish I mean. I quite like doing it this way. So I'll show you how I make one, and you don't need to see how to make the other one because it's exactly the same. So you cut up and notch, cut up and notch. I'm not going to turn this. When they were little I kind of turned them round, but I'm just going to do the opposites on these because it's a big box. Now I need to check if this is the lid or the base. These are inches. Gonna have to get your ruler. Right, so that one's 8 inches, so this must be just shy of 8. So this one's the base and that one's the lid. Makes a difference because I'm going to stick the DSP on it before I stick it together. So that's why I really needed to know. Right, so I'm going to use Fast Fuse. Not sure when this is going to go out, so whether or not the offer will still be on of buy one get 2 refills free. It it does end on October the 10th, so it might have finished by the time this goes out. Just do a little bit going that way, closer to the edge. And then it's just a matter of lining up the corners to make your box base. And the lid is done in exactly the same way, but I am going to mat the lid, so I'll get it all prepped. So I have matted the DSP on the top. This is directional, and I wanted the sides to make sure that they were going that way, so sort of be careful about that if you're cutting it out. The mats at the top, it's 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 squared, and then the sides are 5 7/8 by 7/8, so they fit nicely. Now this DSP is white on the other side, which is why I've not just made the lid directly out of this DSP, and also gives it a little bit of reinforcing doing this way. So because it's white on the other side, I have inked around all the edges in Dapper Denim, because I didn't want a white stripe if you look down on it. So done that first. These are our little daublers. I like them. I have, and I use the little label that you get in, because you get several languages. So I obviously put English on my ink pad, and then I put one of the others around it to label the colour. I have a sponge in the colours as well, but something like this, I don't want it to go everywhere. I quite like my daubler. Okay, so there's that done. And I'm using Tombow for this, because I wanted a little bit of wigglage to make sure I get it in the right place. And Tombow is strong, but it does give you a little minute that you don't get with fast fuse. And as you only get one sheet of this in the packet, I didn't want to go wrong, because it's such beautiful paper. I want the other half a sheet to do another one of these or something else, because you will have half a sheet left. Well, you'll have a little bit more. You'll have 6 1/8. So that's the lid. So back in with my fast fuse to go over the corners. And my advice as well is to maybe put a post-it to say which is the base and which is the lid, because once you start working on it, you can't really tell. And you don't want to be sticking the DSP on the wrong side. Oh, not doing my flicks very well. And then, oops, last one. And then to make sure that this fits snugly around my box, I am going to make it on the box, and then that way I know it will fit and go on and off, because you don't want to make your box up and then realise that the lid don't fit. And something that I forgot to do is to make my thumb hole. And now that it's closed, it's going to be more difficult. Plonker. So I'm just using a 1 3/4 inch because I don't have an inch, but it's going to struggle now to go up there. Very small thumb hole. Do this beforehand. Makes it a bit better. There we go. So that's the basis of the box. And now we've got to decorate the top and make the inner section. So if I just tell you the size of the inner sections. So we have got one piece that is 7 3/8 by 3 inches. We have, I need to check that I've got the right ones. Anyway, and then we've got one piece that is 6 1/8 by 4 1/4, and then two pieces which are 6 1/8 by 3 3/8. Yes, one of these is for something else. And then I'm going to make up just the one to show you what I do. All of them are scored on all 4 sides at 7/8, so that they'll come just shy of the top of the box edge. I did do them a little bit smaller, and I didn't like the way it looked. I did it at 3/4 initially, and thought, nah, it needs to be a little bit taller. So 7/8 all the way around. And then they're made up in exactly the same way as you would make up the lids and the base of the box, all exactly the same. And I got the measurements by just simply measuring the chocolate bars, laid them out on my grid mat in a square, and worked out the measurements that way. Okay, so I'll make all these up and come back to you. Don't see me do it again. Okay, so I think I might have said the wrong measurement for this long one. It is 7 11/16 by 3 1/4. I think the measurement I gave was incorrect, so I made one that didn't fit. But all the measurements will be on my blog, nigezza.blogspot.com. So these just fit in. Now obviously these were designed to fit the chocolate bars that I bought. These were on offer in Asda, 3 for £1. So I've made one to fit 4, and I get to eat that one. So there we go. And then we stick the lid on, and then all that remains is to decorate. The lid does fit because I did it, yeah. So all that remains now is for me to decorate the top. And to decorate the top, I'm going to use these vinyl stickers. And I've already cut a circle out with our stitched framelit dies, and I've just heat embossed happy birthday, and that sentiment has come from, oh there it is, the happy birthday gorgeous. I really like that sentiment with a little twill. So I haven't actually used my vinyl stickers yet, so I thought I'd show you how I'm going to do it on camera, which may actually be a disaster. So I'm just peeling it off, and I'm just going to stick it on my bit of dapper denim. Now you could fussy cut that out, but I'm not that neat at fussy cutting, so I think I'm going to just use one of our scallop circle dies and cut it out. So I'll do that and come back to you. But as you can see, really, really easy, just to stick them on. So there we are. So I've just cut that out with the circle die. Put somewhere where it won't get lost. And then I'm just gonna put the happy birthday in the middle, and then I'm gonna raise it up on top of the box, and I think that'll give it a nice effect. So I'm going to use some dimensionals. I think I'll stick that. No, I'm going to use double dimensionals. Let's just push the boat out. It's my son's birthday after all. So just pop these up. I don't think I centred that very well. It's homemade, isn't it? I think I was doing it a rush and it wasn't even like I was on camera. So that fits lovely in the middle of that, and I think actually I'm going to cut a gold circle around that to make it stand out a bit better. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'll come back to you. So as I do often when I'm playing around, so I decided to have a foiled circle just around that, and then I've cut a foiled circle out the middle to frame the sentiment. I quite like that look. So I'm going to pop the sentiment up and leave the rest flat. So I'm going to stick this down on the underside because it's shiny and it's often problematic initially. So I'm going to stick some tear and tape across it. If I can find the end, because we don't want the sentiment coming off, and tear and tape is a nice strong adhesive. So over that, check it's centered. I fiddle too much perfectionist. It's homemade, we wanted perfection. You won't be getting me to make it. You want love poured into it and attention to detail, then I can make it for you. Warts and all, that's what you get from me. So that will be nicely secured there. Use a bit of fast fuse on this one. No, I won't. I'll use a bit of Tombow, give myself some wigglage. Stick it in the middle because that's the only bit that it will stick to, because they're vinyl stickers. So we're going to cover a bit of the pattern up. And then the happy birthday. Marvellous. Like that. I actually like that. Right, so I'm gonna, it's a foiled top as well, so I'm gonna stick some more tear and tape on it that I'm actually gonna tear off then to sticky on. But at the end here, I'm not using fast fuse because it's got dimensionals on the other side. I need to get my pokey tool. My fingers are quite sore. There we go. Bit up there. Can of course use a less complicated topper. You could tie a ribbon, you could do whatever you want. I like this. There we go. That's enough on. And so then I've got the thumb holes at the side. So I say I'm doing this as a birthday present, but obviously selection boxes are what Christmas is all about. So there we have it. What do you think? I quite like that. Nice little surprise then when you open it up and it's full of chocolate. Put it that way around. And then afterwards, when you've used them, you hopefully use the box for other things. It will fit a pen in it, she says, looking for a pen. Look, there's a pencil. There's a pen. And then you could fit other little things in here, maybe on your desk. It's a little desk tidy, or just keep it to keep memories and whatever in it. So, hope you like it. All the measurements, the real ones, will be over on my blog, nigezza.blogspot.com, and I hope you try it. Tell me what you think. Show me if you do try it. Send me a picture. I'd love to see it. Okay, bye for now.